Good morning. I'm in my hotel room. I'll give you a little scan, even though the bed's messy. Um, it's the Hyatt. It is crawling with children now. At 10 p.m., they are running laps or outside our door. And at 7 a.m., they are running laps outside our door. I'm hoping they're not the same children because those parents are going to be really sleep deprived. But lots of children. I don't know where you find a hotel. How do you any ideas on how you find hotels where there aren't a whole bunch of children? A few children. I like kids. Don't get me wrong. It's just I don't want them screaming outside my door at all hours because I'm old and I need my sleep. Um, we've been going to bed before 10. In fact, I had to stay awake last night because my I have this alarm on my phone that goes off at 10 to tell me to take I do like a melatonin regime, and I couldn't make it. So I dozed off at 9. And then I'd already taken my melatonin regime, but I don't know how to turn the alarm off for a temporary. And I really don't want to lose the alarm when I get home. So I like put the phone next to me and waited for it to go off and woke up and turned it off and then put it aside. So we're going to bed at like 9 o'clock. Yeah, it would end eventually. I'm sure I would push the time. But when we leave here, we go home, spend the night, and then take off to the UK and go forward 8 hours. So it's not a really good idea to get acclimatized to Hawaiian time. It would be a really bad idea. So we're just going to continue going to bed early and getting up early, which is normal time. I don't think I've shifted very much. I'm pretty much the same. We took the road to Hana yesterday. I can't even say I'm glad we did it. There were some cool things on it. It's very jungly. We stopped off at a private botanical gardens that was $20. I talked to my daughter who's been here a few times, and she said that they hated it because she got munched by mosquitoes and saw a giant spider. I only got one small little bite. I really liked the botanical gardens, but I'm kind of a nerd for plants, so um, I liked it. They had a bamboo forest, and I've got some video footage that I will run this off at the end. I took lots of footage in the botanical gardens. So there was this cool spot where the bamboo and the wind went, and it sounded kind of like being in a ship's hull. It was really cool. I'm hoping you can get the sound. I haven't listened to see if the sound translated into the video, but I'm hoping it did. Yeah, Hana took all day, the road to Hana, and it was not great conditions on the roads. Thank goodness again that David is trained to be a European driver, not a American driver with big wide roads, because these roads were one laners. Oncoming traffic, you got to pull over fast and get out of the way, and one lane bridges that go across ravines and so on and so forth. And he drove the whole thing, and I think it ended up taking 8 hours. Hana, there is nothing there. There's a general store. People say, yeah, there's restaurants. No, there's like shacks on the side of the road. And yes, we could have stopped for the food trucks, but nothing took our fancy. There's vegan ice cream if you're a vegan, but I like dairy. I really like dairy, so that didn't entice us. We went into the general store. It was quaint. It was cute. It was old school, like really old school, like Ironmonger from when David was a kid, old school. And we looked around and we left. So then we drove out the other side. It's an entire tundra thing, really like Central Oregon through the wheat fields along the gorge. But of course, it's tropical climate, so the weather's good, only you really don't see the tropical out the other side. It really looks like the gorge and the wheat of except it's grasslands with quite a bit of volcanic rubble, which also in central Washington you see on the side of the road. So, I mean, it was cool, but I've also seen it before because we have it where we live. And we had an obnoxious car ahead of us that refused to pull over and let us around, but was super afraid of the road. So he was rolling around at 10 miles an hour most of the time. And then he'd just stop out of the middle of nowhere, and his wife would stick her arm out of the car and take pictures. I was just like, dude, just pull over and let us around, and then you can be as slow as you want. But no, he was either unaware of our presence or didn't give a crap. So David got a little frustrated at that. Yeah. So we learned patience yesterday. And then we came home exhausted, went back to the Japanese place for a drink and dinner, and came to bed. And that was our full on day. We didn't go anywhere else. Oh, coffee. We had coffee because we had a car. So we went to Starbucks and waited in a very long line. But I will show you my progress on the teacup. This happened the day before, but I'm going to flip you around so you can see it. Here is the teacup progress. Let's see if I put it on this table, if you can see it better. I practiced the little leaf. Let's see if we can get that. A leaf, it's a nice, you go crisscross across the center line, which is nifty. I did it sort of up here, but this leaf is a bit awkward. I'm still happy with it. I'm pleased with it. We did this stem stitch, back stitch, outline stitch, and then a long and short graduated color. So for shading, this is very much an embroidery stitch they use with silk embroidery. You use silk and you do that. And yeah, so I haven't started the cup. I've just started some of the practice stitches. Here, let me pop it out of the ring so you can see it. I think I have another practice stitch to go. Oh yeah, we've got this Mount Melick stitch. I haven't done that yet. And I think that's it. Yeah, I've done the rest. So the Mount Melick stitch, which does the zigzags along here. Her finished photo makes this look really like gold paint. So it'll be interesting to see if it looks the same for me. And then this, because it's the Sampler Club, came with a couple of bonuses. I don't know if this, when we can buy this one, because we will be able to buy this in the shop if you're interested, just send us a message that say, hey, I want the teacup. This is the plate to go into the teacup, and I believe you get to make it into a 3D. And then it looks like we get a poodle, a little poodle to embroider. And these, it also comes with another piece of fabric. So I'm assuming you could back these two. I don't know that. I have to figure it out. I have not gone on the website to look because I really embroider by looking at the picture and I don't need instructions. Or I never have felt that I needed instructions. So that's my progress. My other progress has been on the super secret project that you don't get to see. I've knitted it in, torn it out, knitted it in, torn it out 4 times since we got here. I think I've sorted it out in my head what needs to happen. It's just a little awkward because there's a place where decreases cannot go, and then I need decreases in order to finish the project. And placing them in other areas so that the decrease happens without impeding upon the design I've had to work through the math in my head, and I think I have it, but I might not. We'll see. Anyway, that's all for me right now. I'm going to take you out with scenery from the Botanical Gardens, and I may have gotten a few other shots, but I'll put them in as they are appropriate or not. Remember, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, do like the video, give me a comment. Have you guys been to Maui? Do you like Maui? What are your favorite things to see in Maui? I got a couple days left. If you leave me a comment fast enough, I can maybe go see some of it. I have a cousin who used to live here and I think he owned a gallery with his husband. And he just gave me some hints today. So we're going to go see those. And we're also going to go see a sugar mill factory today, a museum. So that's on the agenda today. Other than that, I will see you on Wednesday next week. Bye.
That's why I'm so confused.